And we're following breaking news. Investigators just moments ago showing these videos publicly, talking through some of them. A person of interest in the deadly shooting at Brown University. New clips here, many of them. The clips were released earlier today. They're part of a more than 6-minute long video showing the side streets that this person walked before and after Saturday's shooting. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Steve Botari.
And I'm Jennifer Vaughn. Investigators giving that update just moments ago. Our Ariel Metropolis was there in the room. She's live tonight with what we've learned so far. Ariel.
Well, Jen and Steve, what became very clear tonight is that investigators still do not know exactly who this person of interest is. They do not have an identity. They do not have a name. But they do say that they believe the person of interest in these photos and videos is the person responsible for this shooting. Now, they have been desperately asking for the public's help over the last couple of days, and they want the public to search their cameras, Ring cameras, Tesla cameras, and look for photos and videos of this potential person of interest. They want people to look for this person's body movements, their posture, how they stand, how they carry their weight, movement patterns, they say, might help them identify this person. They say they are looking for cameras in the Hope Street residential areas, all these areas around the Brown University campus, and they want people to go back more than a week. They say they have learned that this person was in the neighborhood at 10 o'clock the day of the shooting, and that they believe this person was potentially searching the neighborhood and area weeks ahead of time. We heard from many officials tonight, including the Attorney General. Let's listen to him first.
What's really critical first is that we identify who the person is. You know, once we identify who this person is, I believe we'll be able to locate him. It's very hard to hide in this country. But until you have a name, which is why we're working so hard to identify him, it's not particularly productive to reach out to law enforcement across the country.
Now, a couple of other key things that were addressed in this press conference. One key thing is that there was an MIT professor who was shot and killed in his home last night. They say that at this point, according to the FBI, they do not believe there is any connection with this Brown University shooting with that shooting of the MIT professor. They also say that they cannot answer at this point whether they believe that this person of interest is still in the community here in Providence, Rhode Island. We pressed them on it. They still have not answered whether they believe this person is still in the community. Another question that was asked was that whether Ella Cook, who is one of the victims in this tragic shooting, whether she was targeted. They say that at this point they do not believe they have any evidence that she was targeted. As you heard from the Attorney General, we heard from him throughout the press conference tonight. He was really strong with his wording. He says that he really believes that this investigation is going well despite criticism from some of the public and the community here. They say that they want the public to be patient and that they are working as much as they can. At this point, we expect, at least for tonight, this to be the last press briefing. They say if anything major happens, they will come back to us, but we do not expect to hear from officials until tomorrow at this point. For now, we're live in Providence, Rhode Island. Ariel Metropolis, WMUR News 9.